It's me again. I meant to tack this on to the other video I did, but I'm getting old and I have some timers. Sometimes I remember and sometimes I don't. My oldest daughter and I were talking about my floss storage, and I store all of my floss on bobbins and in these boxes. And this happens to be one of my projects I've got kitted up. This is Cupcake. And what I did on this one, and I haven't stitched with it since I did it, so I'm not sure how well this is going to work, but I just took the key, and I have it on a PDF, and I took the key and I printed that off on some address labels and cut them and stuck them on to the bobbins. So I'm going to see if that speeds me up some. But we all the time have floss tubers who are saying, I went to the sale at Joann's and I meant to pick up just what I was missing, and I came home with 211, and dang it, I've got 3 211s. I've got to get organized. I've got too many repeats. Or you have a parent or child or spouse or significant other who looks at you like you've grown an extra head, and they're like rolling their eyes because, you know, you're wasting money. You're buying 5 of the same color you got. I'm going to show you something that you can show them. They'll feel better about you, and might even throw some money your way and go, you ain't got enough. Now keep in mind, I have been stitching for, well, starting my 38th year this year, so I've been collecting floss for a little while, and I know I've said it a bunch of times, I'm very frugal, so I have collected floss from yard sales and auctions and just over time, and sales and eBay. I love eBay. Buy lots of things there, and several years ago I lucked into several bags of floss cards, and what they were was they had came from like an outlet where they put together kits, and these happened to be Paula Vaughn kits, parts of Paula Vaughn kits. And so I was just tickled to death because I love Paula Vaughn, and she uses so many of the same colors in so many different patterns. I was like, yes. Well, I had it until recently. A lot of my overflow was just, it was stuck in a bag. I had Ziploc bags with like this was all 800s or this was all 200s, and that was driving me absolutely insane nuts. So I bought 2 great old big packs of plastic bobbins off of Amazon, got out the power drill, and I was not well. I just didn't feel good enough to stitch, and I sat down and I bobbinated and I sorted, and I bought extra floss boxes and used my little project floss boxes because I ran out of the larger ones. This is the size I like to keep my projects in, and I got everything I have on a bobbin, sorted and in order. Now, when I started out stitching 38 years ago, you know what I used to carry my floss and projects and stuff in? A little tackle box from Kmart. It was just one of those little tackle boxes, stood about this tall, and you lifted the lid. I know you've seen them. They had the 2 little accordion tray things and an area down in the bottom, and I used that for years. And then I kind of outgrew it, and at the time I wasn't using bobbins. I was just sorting it out skeins. Then I discovered bobbins, and it was like, yes, put things on bobbins, and it's like cross-stitching more. I've got more floss. This is not big enough. So I moved up to a little bit bigger tackle box, very similar to what I had. Used that for a very few years, and it's like, this isn't working, this is not organized good enough for me, and I got too much floss. So I said, honey, want a tackle box? Gave him that one and went and got me a soft-sided tackle box that stood maybe 12 inches tall, and it held a couple of these and had like one little pocket on it. And I lived in that for a very long time and really enjoyed it until I outgrew it. Then my wonderful husband and children bought for me, for my birthday, a tackle box. Yes, I got a tackle box for my birthday, and I was like in heaven. And it's what I'm still using, but I've outgrown it. Let me show you this thing. This, oh my gosh, this is my tackle box. Ooh, we're too close. Isn't it ugly? It's not the most attractive thing, but look at this thing. It's enormous, and it's fabulous because, look, it zips apart, has handles. If I want to take several things somewhere, like we're going camping or something, oh, I just unzip it, take out what's in here, put what I want in, and I'm off to the races. But look, you can put the handle on it. You can unzip it, make two. It has pockets, and I'm going to show you what's inside of them. It's a big compartment down here, a big compartment up here, and an expandable one up here, which until recently it just held a little extra fabric and overflow, but right now it's the temporary home for some completed projects that I'm going to frame here in the next couple of months. But it's got a bungee cord on top. You can stack more boxes on it and tighten that little sucker up. Then look here, just look, little pockets, and they will unzip off of themselves. Now watch me get it unzipped and can't get it back. We ain't gonna worry about it. But inside of these, I keep extra needles. Let's see what's in this one. Okay, this has got my tacky bob in it and some extra needles. Then I think this one has my thread heaven. Yes, this one has my spare thread heaven, which I need to get some. I've only got one left. It also has these. I know I've showed these in a video before. These are beeswax holders for quilters. You can get them, I think it's a 4-pack at Joann's. And I have the great old big one too. But I like these because they're small and fit in my project boxes. But I take out the beeswax. Well, that ain't it. I take out the beeswax, pluck me off a little thread heaven, stick it down in there, run my needle and thread through it. Oh, it is great. Now that's going to drive me nuts until I get that back on. Hang on a second. I will probably edit. I will edit that out. Okay. But it's got all these extra pockets, and like I said, this one you can take off and just take the pocket with you if you need to. Same thing over there. Now for the thread. This is another thing that's wonderful about this thing. Flop it down on the bed, and I have maybe 2 that are not. All of my floss boxes, they are tackle boxes. Looky in here. and I can fit 4 in this section here, and these are the large ones. And they are full. They are very, very full. And you know how you might have 2 or 3. See the 316 right here? This is 316, and that's all 316. This is 315. Up here's a little 315. 210 and 211. Told you I was going to make you all feel good. And I haven't even got to the worst yet. And I usually leave just a tiny bit of space if I can, so I can put that extra one in that I find, you know. Now this is not everything, because I have several projects kitted, so I have floss out of here. Well, you saw the cupcake, but look, lots and lots, lots and lots. Now, in my defense, everything was purchased dirt cheap, and Joann's is an hour's drive for me, one way, if I don't get behind a tractor. Walmart, 35 minutes if I go across a dirt road. Most of it is rutted in spots, and then you have the occasional spots when, what if you meet something? Oh, one of you backs up, or you hang over into the ditch, because there's places that's just one lane. Now, if you want to go to the town, that Walmart's 45 minutes away, and we all know they don't carry everything. Okay, so I've got 4 boxes down there, right? Whoops, I bumped you. Did you feel that? Are you okay, honey? Get up out of the floor. Look at here. There's more. I got 3 boxes in there, and these are full. These are very full. But they're in order, and they're all on bobbins. Some of these bobbins are probably almost as old as I've been stitching, but some of them are not. Anyway, there's that, right? Remember I said this ain't enough? This ain't enough. Look at one of my project boxes that I had to sacrifice and use. Can you see all of that? 3047. There's one, right? Here's another one. This one just got color variations and some anchor black. If I opened it from the right side. So remember now, I've got 7 of the big ones over there. There's 3 of the little ones. And look. Very full. Okay, so I've got 7 big ones, 3 little ones, 1 more big one, that's 8, 2 more big ones, that's 9, 3 more big ones, that's 10. Shh, don't tell nobody. Actually, my husband knows. He enables me. He finds floss, he'll bring it in to me, and if I don't use it, my daughter will use what I don't use to make friendship bracelets. But next time you're feeling a little down because you've got duplicates, look at this. Don't be hard on yourself, honey. It'll be okay. Next time somebody says, don't you have another floss? Show them this. You won't look so bad. But if I want to kit a project by dinghies, I can kit it. I think this year I might have had to buy, maybe 3 or 4 skeins just because I ran out. Heaven to Betsy, I have some that I only have one skein of. I know that's hard to believe, but it's true. And it's nice. I shop from my own store here. Very nice. But as you can see, I have a little bit of a problem, and I think I need another tackle box like that big. And what do you think? I think maybe Sandy might need to bring me another tackle box like that big, because I just got this in a little old blue crate, and it just ain't working for me. What do you think? Sandy should bring me one, shouldn't he? Yeah, he should. I've not been that bad this year. So, next time someone says, got enough floss? Isn't that a little bit too much? Go, oh honey, let me show you somebody that's got a worse problem than I do. Alright, now I'm off here. I'm going to edit this real fast. Just that one little part where I'm fighting with the zipper. Don't sound right, does it? Fighting with the zipper. I might leave that in. But, yeah, next time, oh, Teresa's got it bad. Teresa's got it really bad. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.